So this one time, at band camp? Okay, no, it wasn't at band camp. And I don't look like Allison Hannigan. But anyway, true story, one time I passed gas during the silent Amida and then was stupid enough to say excuse me. Yeah. So the reason I began this video with my awkward, embarrassing story is because I thought that if I told you the most awkward and embarrassing thing about me, then maybe I would feel less awkward and embarrassed about talking about this week's Mishnah, about the Ba'al Keri. What is a Ba'al Keri? Well, a Ba'al Keri is a man who has experienced an emission of semen and therefore becomes ritually defiled. Told you it was awkward. A Ba'al Keri is any man who has spilled his seed and thus has become ritually impure. Now, of course, comes the question, what does it mean to be ritually impure? A question that is more complicated than this Mishnah blog. But basically it means that there are certain commandments that one is not able to do. Women can become ritually impure as well, a subject that is incredibly controversial. But it seems that you guys like Mishnahs about controversial things. I mean, you guys talked and talked about the last Mishnah that I brought out, and it was amazing to read your comments. Please keep commenting, I love your comments. Anyway, back to the Ba'al Keri. Ba'al Keri meharher belibo ve'eno mevarech, lo lefaneha ve'lo le'acharecha. A Ba'al Keri must read the Shema in his mind as opposed to out loud. And the blessings before and after, he doesn't even read at all. So considering we just discussed that a Ba'al Keri is ritually impure, you might think that this is the reason that he's not allowed to say the Shema. But no. A Ba'al Keri must read the Shema mentally on account of Ezra's decree. What is Ezra's decree, do you ask? So Ezra's decree talks about a case where a Ba'al Keri wanted to study Torah. Ezra prohibited this man from studying Torah until he immersed himself in a mikveh, a ritual bath. Now, why was this Ba'al Keri not allowed to study Torah? Not because of the ritual defilement or purity, but in order to keep those studying Torah from cohabiting too frequently with their wives. What? What? What am I supposed to do with this? So if a Ba'al Keri has to recite the Shema mentally because of Ezra's decree, that means that he has to recite the Shema in his mind to stop him from cohabiting too frequently with his wife. Now, cohabiting is of course just the English word that's written in my Kahati. I'm sure by cohabiting frequently, they mean having a lot of sex. But that's not that much better. And I mean, the Ba'al Keri having to read the Shema mentally is practically a punishment, because there is this opinion that one can't fill an obligation by a mental process, meaning this man isn't fulfilling his obligation of reciting the Shema because he's a Ba'al Keri. He's being punished for having sex with his wife. Is the Mishnah really punishing the men for cohabiting with their wives? Maybe I'm overreacting. There's a great possibility that this really is the case. A possibility that stirs that feminist part in me again, but I will provide another idea. And if this wasn't the Mishnah's intention, this is at least the lesson that I have decided to take away from this Mishnah. A lesson about moderation. I'm a great believer in the idea that everything is okay in moderation. Well, almost everything. Think about going on a diet. If you completely swear off sweets, you're probably not going to be very successful. But if you allow yourself a little sliver of cake, you'll be much happier and probably a lot more successful in your diet. So maybe the Mishnah's not trying to punish the men for having sex with their wives. Maybe the Mishnah's just trying to tell them not to overdo it. Maybe it's just trying to teach a lesson that everything should be in moderation. So yeah, that's the terribly awkward Mishnah about the Ba'al Keri. Yay, we're going to be talking about them more later. So I think that's all for now. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a video Sunday, but I will do my best. If not, Chag Sameach. Otherwise, I'll see you Sunday. Oh, and Shabbat Shalom.